Hello and welcome everyone on this official platform of Legacy IAS Academy. So this is Harshit Omar, History and PSIR faculty at Legacy IAS Academy. So today I am going to discuss one of the most important issue that is there in the news, that is India-France relations. So the topic of our discussion is India-France all-weather partnership. Now, why today I am discussing this topic? So let me tell you that India and France, both the countries, are celebrating 25 years of India-France strategic partnership. And this was at the top of agenda during the Prime Minister Narendra Modi 2 days visit to France, and where Prime Minister Modi was invited to be the chief guest at the Bastille Day of Parade. So this is very important. So in today's newspaper, there is an editorial with respect to India-France partnership, and the name of the editorial is Something New. Such a beautiful title. So today in this session, I am going to discuss this editorial, and this editorial is important for your GS paper 2 international relations, okay, as well as current affairs. Clear? So this editorial, this you can see on your screen. Okay, so this is very important for all of you in terms of GS paper 2. Okay, that is international relations. International relations. So basically this editorial is all about celebrating 25 years of India-France strategic partnership. What do you mean by this word strategic partnership? What is the meaning? Strategic partnership. See, there is a minute difference between strategic partnership and alliance. So there are two keywords in international relations, that is strategic partnership and alliance. So what is alliance? Suppose there is a country A and country B. So two countries are there, country A and country B. Country A is stronger country, militarily strong, economically strong, okay, but country B is a weak country. Okay, it is a weak country, economically weak, militarily weak also. Getting my point? So, suppose country A is offering protection to the country B. Country B is asking for protection. So, country A is offering protection to whom? Country B. Okay, that means if third country, suppose country C, okay, if suppose country C wage a war against country B, then country A will come to protect country B. Clear? That means country A is providing security protection. It is providing security protection. Okay. And let me tell you, nothing is free in this world. Okay. So, country B has to give something to whom? To country A. So, in return to security protection, country B will give access to market. Country B will provide access to market. Okay. Country will give its market. That means now country A is providing security protection, and return to this, okay, B is providing his market to country A. That country A can do trade and commerce, can start their business. Getting my point? This is called as alliance. Okay, this is called as alliance. Alliance means where security protection is there. Where security protection is there. Now, how alliance is different from, say, strategic partnership? Now, let me tell you that there are also two countries, country A and country B. Okay, country A again a strong country. Clear? Country B is also strong. Okay, strong. That means country B will never ask for alliance from country A. Getting my point? So they can sign, to strengthen their relations, they can sign strategic partnership agreement. They can sign strategic partnership agreement. Okay. Now, what is strategic partnership agreement? That means development cooperation. That means cooperation in different areas. It can be in terms of economic cooperation also, cultural cooperation also. Okay. Then people to people contact also. Then education exchange program also. Okay. Clear? Political cooperation also. So there are different all the areas of cooperation comes under strategic partnership agreement. Defense cooperation can also come. Defense cooperation. Okay. So what is strategic partnership agreement? Strategic partnership agreement means security protection will not be there. That means suppose if any country waged a war against country B, then A is not going to come to protect country B. Okay, because in strategic partnership, no security protection. No security protection. Okay. So all the areas of cooperation are there, but security protection is not there. Now you must be having a question that, sir, you have written here defense cooperation. Defense cooperation means that two countries can sell and purchase their defense equipment. It does not mean security protection. Getting my point? Okay, this is how strategic partnership is different from alliance. Okay, so India has signed strategic partnership with almost all the countries, but India has not signed alliance with any of the countries in this world. Okay, this is the important thing. Getting my point? So, why India-France relations this year is important? Because both the countries are celebrating 25 years of their strategic partnership. Okay, and this was the top agenda during the visit of Prime Minister Modi. Okay, he was invited as a chief guest on Bastile's Day. Now, Bastile's Day. Okay, now let me tell you the Bastile's Day. Okay, now Bastile's Day. Now, there is a topic in your world history, that is GS paper 1. There is a topic called as French Revolution. French Revolution. Okay, so Bastille Day is very important because Bastille Day is the National Day of France. National Day of France. Okay, and this is celebrated on 14th July. Why 14th July? Because on 14th July 1789, okay, the people of France stormed the Bastille fort. That means this was the day on which ordinary people stormed Bastille. So this event is considered as National Day of France. So this is the date of French Revolution, 14 July 1789. Clear? So soon I will be coming up with other new lectures also. Okay. And I will also be coming up with French Revolution, lecture on French Revolution, so that you can understand the importance of Bastille. Bastille was the fort, okay, where prisoners were kept. Okay, remember this thing. Clear? So, apart from this, tri-service participation was also there, okay, on Bastille's Day this year. Tri-service participation, okay, tri-service participation, as you can see here, okay, tri-service participation. So now tri-service participation means Army, Indian Army, Navy and Air Force. Okay. So this tri-service participation, so since 2009, remember this thing, you can see here, okay, since 2009, Indian soldiers were invited to take part in the ceremonies, and the military parade was opened by a contingent of 400 members, okay, of Indian Army, Navy and Air Force. Getting my point? So Manmohan Singh was the first, okay, in 2009, and this year Prime Minister Modi. Clear, everyone? Okay. So what is the uniqueness of India-France relationship? Now this we need to understand. What is the uniqueness? Okay. Now, uniqueness of India-France relationship. So now uniqueness of India-France relations. Okay. So there are various things. So three things are very important. Now what are those three things? So let me tell you. Okay. First thing is respecting strategic autonomy. See, okay, you can also draw these diagrams because these diagrams will help you in your mains examination. Okay. So respecting strategic autonomy. Okay. So remember this thing, that France has remained steadfast in its refusal to comment on India's internal affairs. Okay. You must have seen in the news, France never interfere in India's internal matters. Getting my point? This is the most important thing that we need to understand, that both the countries, as you can see here in this editorial also, both the countries, they respect for each other's strategic autonomy. So you have to take points from the editorial itself. That is why editorials are important for your examination. Clear? So you can see here, France has remained steadfast in its refusal. France never comment on India's internal affairs or its foreign policy choices. Okay, remember this thing. Clear? So this is the important thing. Then France is the country which is not joining the Western narrative. Okay, so France is the only country which is not joining the Western narrative. Now let me tell you that France has taken the leading role, as you can see here in the editorial, that France has taken the leading role in Western pushback to Russia's war in Ukraine. Getting my point? That means this is also an example in terms of Russia and Ukraine war. Apart from this, with respect to India's foreign policy in 1974, okay, when India tested its first nuclear test in the name of Operation Smiling Buddha, So in 1974, first nuclear test. Okay, that is Operation Smiling Buddha. Okay, at Pokhran. So this is also called as Pokhran first. Pokhran first. Getting my point? Then now, second test in 1998. Okay, and this was the operation. This was in the name of Operation Shakti during the time of Atal Bihari Vajpayee government. This is also important from the perspective of your post-independence, that is GS paper 1. Okay, so at that time in 1974 and in 1998, Western countries led by United States of America imposed sanctions on India. Okay, so at that time in 1974 as well as in 1998, France did not join the Western push to sanction India for its nuclear test. As you can see here, okay, that France did not join Western push to sanction for its nuclear test. Getting my point? And France started giving us uranium supplies to power the Tarapur reactors. This is the most important thing. So this is the second thing. This is the second uniqueness of India-France relations. Now the third thing is no compulsive drag. Okay, now the third thing is no compulsive drag. Now, no compulsive drag. So, what do you understand by this? Okay, see, neither country has any desire to pull the other into a collision. Okay, so France is not having any desire to pull India into any other collision. Okay, so both are working together. Okay, so that they can achieve success in bilateral relations. Getting my point? This is the most important thing. Okay, remember this thing. So these things are very important. Okay, now, so let me tell you some of the history of India-France relations, which is very important. Okay, history is very important. You should understand the historical background of India-France relations. So let me tell you the history. Now, so India, France are long-standing strategic partners in Indo-Pacific region also. Indo-Pacific area, which covers Asia and Pacific region. Getting my point? So today, Indo-Pacific strategy, it is like a counter-China strategy. Getting my point? Okay, so both the countries, they started their diplomatic relations in 1947 after the independence itself, and these diplomatic relations upgraded to the strategic level relations in 1998. Okay, so both the countries have upgraded their relations, strategic relations in 1998. Okay, so there are various areas of cooperation between India and France. First of all, trade relations. So you can see here that France is a key trading partner. Annual trade worth around $12.42 billion. Okay, and France is also the 11th largest foreign investor in India. Okay, apart from this, in terms of defense cooperation, the role of France is very important. So in terms of defense, so France is the key supplier of defense hardware after 2014. Okay, so till 2014, Russia was the most important defense supplier. But today, India has diversified their choices. India is taking defense supplies from West also, from Russia also. Okay, so France has been the key supplier of defense hardware. Okay, like combat jets, you can see. Okay, since 1950s itself. Okay, so there are various examples as you can see here, examples like Scorpion class submarines, Rafale fighter jet. These are one of the most important examples of France defense supplies to India. Okay, then both the countries also hold joint exercises in all the three forces. In all the three forces, in the sense, for example, Varun exercise for Navy, Garud exercise for Air Force, Shakti for Army. So these things these things have been asked in UPSC prelims examinations. So that is why you should understand these things. Apart from this, international efforts have been taken between both the countries. Okay. So as far as their joint efforts on various global issues like climate change, counter terrorism. So terrorism, climate change, these are some global issues, global concerns. So that is why together both the countries, they have launched International Solar Alliance since 2015. So in 2015, both the countries have launched International Solar Alliance. Okay. Apart from this, nuclear energy cooperation, yes, very important, because France has offered India to build 6 nuclear power reactors in Jodhpur, Maharashtra. Okay. So this Jodhpur, Maharashtra one nuclear power reactor, it is considered as the world's most powerful reactor power plant. Okay. Then apart from this technology, so in terms of technology, both the countries have created a roadmap, created a kind of framework. Okay. So in terms of technology, so in 21st century, cyber security is most important digital technology. So both the countries have adopted the roadmap on cyber technology and digital technology in 2019 itself. And apart from this, there are various programs which have been started by India, okay, like blue economy. So in terms of blue economy, both countries are also cooperating. So recently a roadmap was created on blue economy and ocean governance, and this was adopted by France as well as in India in 2022. Then apart from this, green hydrogen is also important. So India-France relations, okay. So in terms of India-France relations, both the countries, they have created a framework, a roadmap, a blueprint for decarbonized hydrogen. And this was adopted in 2022. Okay, so these are some important areas of cooperation. That is why recently this year, when Prime Minister Modi visited, he gave his statement that the bilateral relations between India and France as strong, trusted and consistent. These three words, you can use these three words in your answer writing. Okay, that Prime Minister has used three words, that is strong. India and France relations are strong, trusted, okay, and then consistent. Getting my point? Three words. These three words are very important. Now, apart from this, okay, there is a term in the news article that is Horizon 2047. Now, what is this Horizon 2047? Okay, now Horizon 2047. So, Horizon 2047 is an year. Okay, that means after 25 years. So, this Horizon 2047, let me tell you, this is the year. Okay, now, so 2047 is considered as the year of importance. Year of importance means it will mark 100 years of India's independence. Okay, since 1947 till 2047. So it will be considered as 100 years of India's independence. And in 1947 itself, India and France diplomatic relations also started. That means 2047 will also be the year of 100 years of diplomatic relations between two countries. And this 2047 will be considered as 50th year of India-France strategic partnership. That is why this Horizon 2047, okay, is taken into account. So in this, both the leaders, both the countries talked about three pillars. Now, what are those three pillars? Those three pillars are security, planet, and people. Okay, so now I'm going to discuss these three key pillars in terms of India-France relations one by one. Okay, now these three pillars are going to be the main framework or guiding principle for the next 25 years. That means till 2047. Okay. So this Horizon 2047, in this document, both the countries, they establish different areas of cooperation so that these cooperation can strengthen the relations of India and France, like in the areas of defense, space, civil, nuclear, energy, digital technology, counter-terrorism, blue economy, etc. and etc. Getting my point? So first of all, I'm going to tell you what can we understand from this security point of view. Why this security point of view, why this pillar is important. What are the security partnership between the two countries? Okay, so there are various security partnerships between the two countries. First important is civil nuclear energy. Yes, civil nuclear energy. Why? Because both the countries, that means India and France, both the countries established a partnership on SMR. What do you understand by this term SMR? SMR means small modular reactors. Okay. Another is AMR. What is AMR? Advanced modular reactor. Advanced modular reactors. So both the areas established a partnership on SMR and AMR. Then apart from this, defense, okay, cooperation in terms of defense. So both the countries are also working towards adopting a framework or adopting a roadmap on defense industrial cooperation. So both the countries are working for defense industrial cooperation. Industrial cooperation. Okay. Now, is there any example with respect to this defense industrial cooperation? Yes. Now, what is the example? Now, let me tell you, for this defense industrial cooperation, for this, India is setting up a technical office of DRDO, okay, of DRDO, where at embassy in Paris, Indian embassy in Paris. Getting my point? This is the most important thing. Then apart from this space area, yes, now scientific and commercial partnerships have been signed, and these two things, scientific and commercial partnership, is being enhanced between France Space Agency and Indian Space Agency, that is ISRO. What is the name of France Space Agency? That is CNES, and India Space Agency, that is ISRO. Okay. So the most important example is NSIL India and Ariane Space France. They also plan to collaborate in commercial launch services. Okay. So how it will benefit India-France relation? It will help India and France in terms of strengthening their synergies. In terms of both the countries, they will have sovereign access to space. They can finalize joint Earth observation satellite like Trishna and Space Climate Observatory. Getting my point? These things are very important. Okay, now apart from this, both the countries are cooperating towards counter-terrorism. Terrorism, as I have told you, it is the global issue in 21st century. So strengthening of cooperation between France, okay, and India's national security thing. That means both the countries are cooperating to counter this terrorism. Okay. Then apart from the civil aviation, yes. Okay. So both the countries are signing technical and safety agreements in the field of civil aviation, and also both the countries are working for expanding their air routes between France and India. Okay. Then apart from this, critical technology. Now, what is critical technology today? Critical technology is like artificial intelligence, AI. Okay. Then apart from this, super computing and quantum computing. Okay, getting my point? That means both the countries strengthen their cooperation on the digital technologies like AI, supercomputing, quantum computing, etc. Okay, then apart from this, the most important strategy between India and France, which provides security to Indian Ocean and Pacific region, that is Indo-Pacific. Okay, so Indo-Pacific, that means both the countries are working for adoption a roadmap for joint action in the Indo-Pacific region. And this roadmap, this strategy will cover all the aspects. That means this is going to be the comprehensive strategy on Indo-Pacific between both the countries. So various initiatives can be taken like Indo-Pacific Parks partnership. Both the countries are working for Indo-Pacific Parks partnership. Okay. Then International Solar Alliance, India and France are cooperating with each other. Then Indo-Pacific Ocean Initiative. Okay. Then, okay, so these initiatives are there, and these initiatives will protect the marine and terrestrial biodiversity. Okay, and this will help to fight against climate change. Okay, so these are some security partnership. So this pillar is clear. Okay, now another important pillar here is planet. Now we'll talk about planet. So what are the areas where India and France, okay, they do partnership for the planet? So there are important three areas. First is plastic pollution, second is blue economy, and third is health. Now plastic pollution, both the countries are committed to eliminate single use of plastic pollution. So both the countries have commitment, okay, to eliminate single use of plastic. Clear? So this can be done through a new international instrument to end the problem. Okay. Another is blue economy. So this is also a partnership between France Research Institute for Exploitation of the Sea. So the short form of this institute is IFRMER, and Indian Institute is NIOT, that means National Institute of Ocean Technology. Clear? So these two institutes are working together, collaborating together on ocean research. Okay. Now last but not least, that is health. Now both the countries are working together so that they can intensify their cooperation in the field of health, okay, and medicine also. Clear? That is why both the countries have signed the letter of intent, for cooperation, okay, in terms of health. Getting my point? So these are some very important things with respect to your mains examination. Now the third pillar is people. Now we need to understand people to people relations. Now partnerships for the people. Now how India and France is going to work together for the partnerships of the people. So first of all, consular network. Now both the countries are going to expand and extend their consular offices in both the countries. For example, a new Indian consulate is going to be opened in Marseille, and a Bureau de France is going to be opened in Hyderabad. That means expansion of consulates, Getting my point? Then education. Now, in the field of education, two MOUs are signed. So, Institute Polytechnique de Paris of France has signed two MOUs, one with IIT Delhi and another with IIT Madras. With this initiative, okay, a short-term visa will be provided to Indian students. 5-year short stay visa will be provided so that they can pursue master degree from a French university. Okay, apart from this, cultural cooperation. Okay, so India has selected France as a partner for the establishment of major new national museum in New Delhi. And then research, and now in terms of research, both the countries are working together, that is France and India, and both the countries will increase their funding of Indo-French Center for the promotion of advanced research for new projects. Getting my point? So these three things, these three pillars are very important. Getting my point? Security, planet, and people. UPSC might ask you this question based on these three pillars. So I hope this much is clear to all of you. Okay. So this is the editorial. Okay. This is how you should analyze the things. Getting my point? So I hope this much is clear to all of you. So for more such videos, you can like our video, you can share our video, and you can subscribe our channel, that is Legacy IAS Academy. Okay. So for more such videos, you can subscribe our channel. Okay. So thank you so much.